You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.
I'm buttoning it. I'm sheathing the beast. Like unleashing. Would it be the opposite? Unleashing, leashing. I'm leashing.
What are you looking at him for? Like he knows because he's the unleashing of the beast. It's unleashing the beast.
Right, but I'm leashing it because I'm covering it up.
Cover that shit up. And there's no beast in there. So here we are. Here we are with Pricey.
This is the chest of a beast.
Okay, yeah, keep talking to yourself. So we've got Pricey Boo here. He says, by popular demand, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
So,
Yep. Yep. People love me.
Do they? No, the people asked.
It.
The people asked and we answered. Four people asked and
4
we
people
answered.
out of thousands.
That's people.
Out of
It is
thousands.
people.
But we're glad to have you here, Brycey, because
Thanks, guys.
it's a good opportunity because Bryce is still working in West Palm, so it's easier than going from Miami there. So he's staying there for another week or two, and it's not often we get all the kids home, so we're excited about that, and might as well take advantage of it, right, Bronny Boo?
Sure.
Good, well played.
I'm ready to I have an apartment in Miami and I haven't slept there. I'm only sleeping there on weekends. I'm
It's
like
bullshit. It's
I'm
bullshit.
like, okay, what the hell am I doing?
They probably think we're filthy rich, though. Because
the valet and the people in the apartment. We just show up Friday nights and we're like, here's our cars. And then we like walk in with bags.
So they think
and
you're gay? Here's our car.
And then Sunday morning, we're like, peace. We'll see you next weekend.
No, we literally show up.
It's our weekend apartment.
We show up.
That's what it is.
And we always show up with people.
We show up with people, then we invite 15 more people over. We have giant parties, make a bunch of noise, and then leave early the next
So
morning.
that's
It's literally a party apartment.
It's a party apartment. That's what it's been used for.
hello, I'm here. Teasing you.
You're invited to our party apartment.
No, I
That just muted.
I have my own party apartment.
Yeah, have you been partying in that?
We've been having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems
Listen,
fun.
you guys can leave if you want. I like having you here. Mom likes having you here. You save money.
No, I'm not.
know
We
you're
do
not
save
complaining.
money, but we're also wasting rent.
You're not wasting rent.
You're not wasting rent because you would have already had to pay
You have
rent
to
anyway.
pay it either way. So you're
If you were
100%
here, you'd
saving
be-
money.
You were 100% saving money. We don't have to buy food every week. That's
understand,
huge.
you understand what I'm saying.
You don't do
No,
laundry.
I don't understand. You're wrong.
You don't do laundry. Your electric bill is less. Your water bill, well, you don't pay water, but your electric bill is less. Your food bill is significantly less.
It's zero.
Your gas does not exist.
For me, it doesn't.
Right.
But,
But you get
doesn't in
reimbursed
Miami
for
anyways.
Yeah, my pussy getting abilities are less still.
What did you say?
He said my pussy getting abilities are less too. Why, you're getting pussy
you
Monday
can't-
through Friday?
Wow.
Monday through Thursday?
It was more of a joke. You can't bring somebody back to that.
You know, I think
Would
this
you
will
be
his
bringing
last
people?
episode.
Would you be bringing girls back to the apartment Monday through Thursday?
Totally just a joke. Totally just a joke.
Let us know your pussy ability is this week.
Okay.
All right, great.
I think his pussy ability will be his pussy ability. Just call it that. My pussy ability is on point.
Point of personal preference, whatever they call
Privilege.
it. Privilege.
Point of personal preference, pussy.
This is a terrible.
What?
This is bad on every level. So I'm sporting my USC shirt.
Just SC, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's USC.
Yeah.
Sporting it. What's up there, Birdos? It's a great thing.
Don't open that fist.
Yeah, you were real close to a hate crime. Real close to a hate crime there. And he paused too.
I did. I'm like, I'm not gonna do the Hitler.
What were you going to say? Fight on? And you also just did the Hitler too.
I said,
The ZKL. He goes, I'm not going to ZKL as I ZKL.
I'm not gonna do that.
Why does he do his gay thing?
No, that's what I'm saying. He goes,
Here's the keys.
wait, I'm not gonna do this. Or, hey, Lamar, here's the keys.
Actually, it's Jean. My man. Jean, if you're listening. Jean, Dad just farted. That was Dad.
You farted.
I swear my life.
No, the chair moved.
I swear my life.
The
My
chair
whole-
moved.
Seriously, my whole existence. Are you kidding me?
I swear my whole existence.
Because I didn't do it.
Watch that just go boop.
It's like a little dust left.
Disappears from existence. We're
Watch him
like,
go.
oh, he fucking farted.
No, you poof.
What?
Poof, like a poof is a gay person.
You.
Okay.
I swear to God.
It's
you
also
farted.
7,000 degrees in here.
Wow, this is fucked up. You think this is a drinking episode the way we started going?
Well, Bryce technically
Here's
is
my
drinking.
keys. I don't
Oh,
feel well.
Bryce is drinking.
They should also.
There's alcohol in kombucha.
You should get a sponsor. No, there's not.
100% there is.
Nope, because kids can drink this.
What? No, they can't.
There's alcoholic kombucha.
On the back, look, it says you don't drink if you're pregnant because there's alcohol. It literally says in there.
All it says is
Yes, I'm correct. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Told you.
it's not alcohol.
It's trace amounts of alcohol, but because it's fermented, it's like sugar alcohol is in there.
Where'd you see that, Brycey? Oh,
Have you ever had kombucha?
I had him try it the other day.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Do you even know what it is?
they should sponsor you.
I'm talking to someone.
Free booze.
I'm talking to you.
oh, I didn't know you were talking to me.
I was talking to you.
Am
No,
I
no.
talking to Bryce? Has he ever had kombucha as he's drinking the kombucha?
I was reading something. I had a sip of it. I didn't like it.
Do you even know what it is?
It's fermented tea.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love it.
Suck it, bitch.
I have like one a day.
It tastes like vinegar, but
don't
like
think it's
good,
good for you.
kind of.
I don't think it's good for you.
What is that?
It's very good for you.
Okay.
I'd like to know your reasoning behind it.
I feel like it's just a thing, and you're gonna read about it in 3 years, like plastic's bad for you, that kind of thing.
No, all it is
Does that make your taint larger?
all it is tea with like microbes in it. And they proven fact that like fermented things are really good for your gut because it replenishes
It's
the
like a
microbes. that are
It's a
probiotic.
already-
probiotic.
It's
yeah,
exactly a
that's all it is.
probiotic. That's
That's
what
all
it is. It's the same kind of
Okay,
thing,
sounds like a plan.
but a natural one
Don't
All
worry
right.
your phone.
with
I
live
just thought somebody
things.
called me, bitch. What's it to you? All right.
We should end this episode.
We make that joke every time. All right, bye guys.
Okay, now we should end the episode.
Wow. All right. So what do we got, Prani Boo, to talk about?
How are you?
Fine. Thanks for yourself.
Good. How are you, Bryce?
All right, thanks.
Did you have fun at your birthday?
You guys are weird.
Did have a lot of fun on my birthday.
Great.
What else do you want me to say?
I don't know. We don't need to elaborate. We already talked. We talked.
Yeah,
we
you guys
went,
talked about
We
it.
went into your birthday shenanigans on the last Patreon episode.
Yeah, it was
so
a ton of fun.
if you're interested in hearing what
But
Bryce got up to
getting,
and
you're getting,
into,
you're getting back together with that girl on Friday, the one that came
It's a
up to your
public
loft.
episode.
this is a
It's a
public episode.
yeah.
So
No
Chris goes,
comment?
no comment.
Yeah.
No comment.
Yes.
But why not, right?
Yeah, why not?
Why are you
Also-
going? That's going through his voicemail.
No, I don't know why.
This is the
fucking-
time. This is the time
Wow.
for voicemails.
Wow. Wow.
No, but what were you doing in your voicemail?
I just want to see who the phone rang. I want to see who it was. I wasn't checking the voicemail.
the
I just want to
phone
see
rang.
who it was.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just going through old
Thanks.
voicemails.
I got your fucking permission. Old voicemail. I don't have old voicemail.
There were like 7 voicemails in there.
There's 3 on there. 2 of them are Uncle Jeff.
Of course they are.
Oh, you're
Unbelievable.
Those are the definition of old voicemails in
And
every
one's like,
aspect.
one's like a minute and 20. The one's like a minute and 30.
called Nana today.
Really?
Thank you
What?
for my gift.
That was nice.
It was the weirdest. It was literally the weirdest conversation.
Okay,
ever.
we're not going to talk about it.
Okay.
She listens. Hi, Nana.
We're not talking about it. The whole thing's whatever. It's not even worth talking about.
Okay.
So we're not going to discuss anything related to my family on the podcast.
And I'm the gay one. I'm the poof.
Poof does.
Is
long-
poof is like a
as
dad.
long as
Poofda.
you acknowledge it, Bronson.
Poof. No, I was saying that you were.
Poof does.
No, you said you
Because
were.
you're like my family. That's what you just said.
See the way he did it? Damn. I'm a little scared.
Why are you good at that?
You just said it.
Not like that.
That just made me like uncomfortable.
Do you think like there's a gay voice? Do you think gay guys like
Planted.
where did that come from? Was there was there like
I
one
don't know.
gay
We should
guy?
ask you.
Was there like one gay guy who had a voice like that, and then people were like, he seems like a cool guy. I want to be like him.
Like what?
No, I think
How's
it's
the voice
like-
sound?
well,
Wait,
Because
wait,
some gay guys don't have the voice.
What voice?
Some people,
voice are you talking
Some
about?
people are when they're like not out yet, they don't have the voice, and then they come out and then they have the voice.
Uncle
Let's
Alec
talk.
doesn't have the voice.
Correct.
David has the voice.
Yes.
What voice?
Most
are we talking
all
about?
the 90%
You know.
of the gay guys that I know
Hey,
don't
hey.
have the voice.
Most of the gay guys I know don't have
But
a
it's the
voice.
flamboyant ones that have the voice, which makes me think that they must be putting the
Bullshit.
voice
They're
on.
putting it on,
right?
That's an affectation.
But you can't just talk in an accent your whole life.
Of course you can. People do that all the time. People like when they are in different groups, they speak differently. Like black people say when they're around black people, they speak more black than when they're around white people.
Oh, I
That's
put on
true.
accents for every person.
we
I talk
know
to.
you
We
do,
know you do.
Bryce.
Yeah.
Bryce has like 7 different accents.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Bryce
you.
has a frat bro accent. He has an accent when he's like talking to girls. He has an accent when he's talking to like black people and Hispanic people.
And when you talk to your father,
he has a Miami accent.
What's my accent when I talk to you?
and when you talk to the camera,
What's that mean?
I'm just teasing.
Bryce has picked up the Miami accent.
Hey, what's up?
No, but like
People say
he'll be
that.
like, "Hey, yo, like we just gotta go to Chipotle." I'm like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
I'm not fucking cholo.
No, but you talk, you have a
We
little
yell.
bit of a
You're always
Miami
yelling.
affectation.
You do
Yo,
that. You're
guys,
the
like
chameleon.
that's fucking crazy.
Yo, my
You
bad,
talk
man.
like
My
that.
bad. My bad.
Chill with the hand. You're like going straight towards the camera.
Listen. This is your 4th one. We've done hundreds. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, bitch.
Right. So
Not
suck it,
hundreds,
motherfucker.
actually.
Yeah, actually, probably over 100.
Patreon, we're at episode 38, and this is episode 55.
Someone do the math.
Well, we've done 19.
That's 93?
We haven't put out yet.
Why 19?
I don't know. Just came in my
All
mind.
of our jokes are very
83.
bad.
No, 38, 55.
It's over 100.
It's 92.
No, it's not.
92. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
92.
You're under 100. You're under 100.
All right, so we're killing it.
Yeah.
No, very good. That is very good.
And there was 92. Wow.
Do you have any unreleased episodes?
Yes, there's one. There's only one episode that exists because the first episode we ever recorded was not the first episode of the show, by the way. So the first episode of Daddy Issues is not the first time we've recorded a podcast episode because we did one as like a trial run. That episode has previously been released. It was our 10th Patreon episode. We were like, you know what? If you want to go listen back to the original episode, you can. So that has been released. However, there's one episode that Dad and I did record that we never released.
Do I remember it?
Maybe.
Why didn't we release it?
We just didn't really... I think we were both very tired. Oh yeah, we were both very tired. You literally fell asleep in the middle of the episode.
Oh,
so
there
I was
was
like,
one.
we can't do an episode where you fall asleep.
Oh, this was the one.
I'm like talking and Dad's going,
You guys
That
have
happens a lot.
just nodding off.
That happens a lot when Bronson talks to me. That happens. What, Bronson?
and he literally nodded off. And so I was just like, okay, we can't release an episode where you fall asleep. So we re-recorded the next night.
Bronson, you just say something? What?
All right, if I bore you talking, then you run the show. Go ahead.
Well, what are you doing? We're just talking about whatever.
Poofta.
Poofta?
That's like, I think it's a British term, right?
I have no idea.
But it's like what they call gay people.
Right, but I feel like
Really?
it's like a
I
bad.
think it's
I feel like
pretty
it's as
offensive.
bad as saying.
I think that's a
faggot.
bad thing. That's a poofta means like what you
We
take
can
in
say
the
whatever
ass?
we want.
Yeah,
you
if
take
that
in
is
the
very
ass?
offensive.
But why would it be like?
No, I
taking
think
in
that's
the ass?
offensive. Poofta? Like shit come poof? I don't know, coming out of your ass.
That's
I don't
called poop.
I feel like
You're a poop.
That's a rude-
You're a poofta. That's a stretch to
All
connect
right.
those dots.
So look up poofta. Look it up.
This is what our show has become.
No, just out of
I
curiosity.
think it's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably pretty offensive.
Yes.
PooftaH?
No, POOFTA is an Australian term equivalent to homosexual.
Oh.
Not terrible.
It's a variation of the English slang poof, meaning a homosexual. Specifically, a poofta is a thin, small-framed gay male. The equivalent in English is twink.
Hey, Twink.
We've learned that I'm not a twink. Our resident gay listener, Wiley, who was on episode 2 of Patreon, remember? From Fake Famous. He gave us our gay groups.
Bronny Twink.
He said I was an otter, right? I don't know what that is.
Oh, I listened to this on Rogan because it used to be like they used to have offensive terms for it, so then they had to redo it, and now it's like dog and dog owner or something. Are the two types of gay
fucking
people?
waste. You're a naked otter?
No, that's from dictionary.com. I want the Urban Dictionary here. A gay man who is very hairy all over his body, but smaller in frame and weighs less than a bear. So I'm an otter. Because I'm
So
not like
Bear's a
big.
big hairy guy.
He
Yeah.
remembered that. That's a little fucked up.
What am I?
Hey,
an otter.
Wow.
What were you? I don't remember. A fag. Gay people call themselves that.
Yeah, but you can't really say that.
I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, you
Ready for
can.
this one? No, I'm
No.
joking. Tis a joke.
I apologize for it.
Tis a joke.
Tis a joke.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get the holiday music on my Sirius radio. And the only
It's
thing
not on
Holly.
yet.
No, Holly is the
The
only
station,
It's
Holly.
not on yet.
No,
It definitely is.
okay,
on.
I'm listening to fucking Holly, so it's on. Okay.
Then you got it. You're not
Okay,
trying.
no, but there's got to be another one because it doesn't play the good.
There's classic. There's like the classic
How
one.
do I find
where it's
it?
like I think it's like 40s on 4 is like the classic holiday
Because I'm
music.
fucking listening. I'm like,
It's like
I just
Bing
not.
Crosby
I'm
and
just
shit.
not. Yeah, I'm just not enjoying.
And then there's like the
plug your
modern
phone in.
one.
Plug
Or
your phone
just
in.
go on Spotify and
Yeah.
just do holiday, and then there's so many more.
I know,
There's
but I
millions
gotta,
of playlists on
I
Spotify.
gotta click a button, then go on my phone.
No, all you need to do is
no.
just type in holiday music, and you can even specify the style, and then just click radio.
Specify the decade. You can be like, I want holiday music only from the
70s.
80s.
I'm talking from Sirius, but I get it. I hear you.
Right, but what we're saying is if Sirius isn't specific enough for your tastes,
Word up.
you can go through
I got it.
Spotify.
I
Do you
like
ever listen
Spotify's
to
not an
Sirius
ad.
radio? Actually, I listen to Spectrum a good amount.
I mostly just use my phone at this point, like Spotify.
I've been listening to a lot of Latin music now.
Of course, he's in
He
Miami.
really has been. Last weekend, all he played was Hispanic music.
I don't know
Like,
where
what the
any of
fuck you
that
doing?
came from.
Why?
I'm going to be honest. That just poofed into my head.
Pooped into your head.
Okay. Good talk.
All right.
He's not funny. No,
And the fucking podcast.
he's actually ruining it, isn't he? The
None of our
fuck is
jokes
that?
have been funny. I'm gonna be
We're not
honest.
looking for jokes. We just want to have a fucking good time and talk about stuff. So
That's what I'm
producer, what have you? Any topics you want to talk about?
Yeah, there are. This like happened a couple weeks ago at this point, but I don't know if you're aware of it. Do you like if I say meta to you? Do you know what that means?
Noah.
Wow, that was. And I'm the not funny one.
Oh, like no, he doesn't.
Yes.
Right. Oh, and you're the
took me a
slow
while
one.
to get it.
He's the slow one. Lenny.
Do you know if I said to you meta? Like
I said.
have you not heard that?
I said Noah.
So
Stop looking at me for affirmation.
I'm just I feel like if I don't look, then my whole back's to you. That's not appropriate.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
so Facebook a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
Have you heard about it?
A little bit about that.
Yeah. So Facebook, out of nowhere, they just announced that they're now Meta is the name of the company. It's no longer Facebook.
But
I think they're the parent company though now. Because if you go on
Facebook's
Facebook,
on
it
his
says
phones.
Facebook powered by Meta.
Right. So Facebook used to be the name of the company and the name of the app. Now the name of the company is Meta that owns the apps Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp.
What is Meta?
So they basically just like changed the name randomly. I mean,
Does it stand for anything?
well, Meta means
Sounds
like
medical.
no META.
Well, it's for the Metaverse.
Yeah, but like the word meta
Oh.
is like kind of a joke. It's like kind of like when something's meta.
I don't know.
Remember
Like-
I explained it to you how like we should
Yes.
invest in land.
Yes.
So we'll get into that too. But they announced this and people were just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like people were like, this is so unnecessary. And then we'll get into the metaverse too, which is like their plan for the future of their company.
And we also have to get into fatherly advice.
Yes, I have some of those too.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm a producer. I produced this whole thing already. Look, fatherly advice, boom and boom, right there. See,
Are you gonna bring up that when they were doing the interview, how there was just Sweet Baby Ray's just like in his bookshelf?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're jumping ahead.
I didn't mean to, sorry.
So like people were.
I just really wanted us to touch on that.
Let's just watch it. I guess the start of this.
Well, he's the weirdest dude ever.
He's the weirdest dude ever, like no doubt. He's not a human.
Who we talking about?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, really, realistically, I think they probably changed the name because Facebook has been getting such bad press with this whistleblower thing and the election and fraud and Russia and hacking and all this stuff that they probably just to distance themselves a little bit. Now it can be Meta, the company. But let's watch this. Look how weird this fucking alien creature is.
It is time for us to adopt a new company brand to encompass everything that we do.
Watch
To
his hand
reflect
movements.
who we are and what we hope to build. I am
Doesn't have
proud to
eyebrows.
announce that starting today, our company is now Meta. Our mission remains.
That was first of all, the longest pause in the world. So uncomfortable. Listen to that.
I can't
Our
hear, so.
company is now Meta. Our mission
I didn't put any extra pause in there.
Go on.
remains the same. It's still about bringing people together. Our apps and their brands.
So then he
they're
goes
not
on and
changing.
on. But then people,
We are still the
let's see,
company
where's
that
the
designs
Sweet Baby Ray's?
technology around people.
I don't know if I have it in here.
Hey, and welcome to Connect.
No, it's like when he's standing up next to
Yeah.
his bookshelf.
In one of his bookshelves, there's
I want to see it.
It's the weirdest thing ever. But it's not even his house, so somebody must have put it there.
it's definitely not his house.
It's
It's,
just a
definitely a
stage.
set.
It's just a stage, yeah.
The whole thing's a set. But it might have been a joke. So here, this is from
He doesn't have eyebrows. You're right.
this is a clip from him talking. First of all these sounds you're hearing, Microsoft's new update makes all these random sounds, and I have no idea what they're for. The computer makes sounds, and it's super annoying, so I apologize. He's in front of this set, and there's just a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's
What is that?
barbecue sauce,
The barbecue sauce we eat.
which needs to be in the fridge. Like, once you open it, it needs to be refrigerated. And he just has it on his
Maybe
bookshelf.
it wasn't opened.
But why even would you have it on
Maybe
a
it's
bookshelf?
empty. I don't know.
with-
It's weird.
And it's definitely a set. My guess is it was a joke because remember when he's smoking meats? Remember that
That's
video?
gotta be
And
what
he
it
kept saying,
is.
Sweet Baby Ray's, Sweet Baby Ray's.
Oh.
There's a video when Facebook first introduced the live feature when you could
That's
go
the worst
live on
video
Facebook.
ever.
This was like 7 years ago. When they first introduced live, Mark Zuckerberg was the first one to use it. And so he live streamed from his backyard him smoking some meats. And It just is such a bizarre video. He's trying to be a normal guy, cool, just in the backyard grilling with his buddies. But he's so uncomfortable.
How old is he?
He's got to be in his 40s now, right?
Went to Harvard in like 2003.
Oh, look, here's even video of the Sweet Baby Rays. This is so he's just like was live streaming for hours, and he looks weird and he's uncomfortable in his own skin.
Hey everyone, we are live from my backyard where
his
I
eyes
am
are.
He's
smoking
so
a
weird.
brisket and some ribs. I'm making meats now. Smoking these meats here.
Is this the funny one?
Our little meat smoking.
Who's that?
That's his
It's
baby.
smoking. So
He's married to an Asian person?
An Asian woman, yeah.
yeah, someone asked me, do I smoke meat? Smoking meat. Smoking these meats. Smoking meats earlier in the day. Smoking these.
And so he has Sweet Baby Rays there, and he kept talking about Sweet Baby Rays in this video. So I'm guessing it's a joke.
Yeah, it could be.
Because they also poke fun at themselves and other things. So let's watch. So the other main thing from the event was them talking about what the Metaverse is. And that's like their plan for the future of the company. So let's talk about that.
Experience of all. Connecting with people.
This is them showing you what it's going to be like in the Metaverse.
He's a strange dude.
Imagine you put on your glasses or headset and you're instantly in your home space. It has parts of your physical home recreated virtually. It has things that are only possible virtually.
Scary.
And it has an
So
incredibly
scary.
inspiring view
Like, that's
of
not
whatever
him.
you find most
But it is
beautiful.
him.
That is him. He's
Hey, are
he's
you coming?
superimposed.
Yeah, just gotta find
That's not
someone
his
to wear.
avatar. That's a real. That's him real. See, that's his avatar. He goes, I need to find something to wear.
All right.
And he chooses the thing that was already on the thing and what he's wearing. Like, come on, dude.
Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
It's Ready Player One.
Space?
Yeah. And so it basically keeps going on like this. And they show different scenes. And
So people are gonna just interact. They're no longer gonna interact in the regular world. They're gonna interact in this fucking world.
Not really.
Yes, they are.
No one's going to use it. No one's going to
I don't
use it.
know. Supposedly Tesla bought a ton of land.
No. To me, when I watched this, first of all, it felt cringy the whole time. It felt like it was what 50-year-olds think teens want, which never has worked out
But
in
what
history
about the
of-
people
except
introvert? What
TikTok.
about
It's never worked.
Virtual reality is a huge thing.
But it's not though. Remember 10 years ago when all the VR headsets came in, remember AJ got a Vive and we would go over every day to use it. When's the last time you've seen someone use a VR helmet?
When was the last time you've been on VR?
Right.
I never
California
had- okay.
3 years ago.
Right, exactly. It came and everyone was like, this is going to be the biggest thing ever. And then it just was clunky. It was like,
True, but you're
no one
right.
used
But wait,
it.
but doesn't mean there's many. For example, you can have like Monster.com or there was there's these different sites and then some take off, some don't take off. Maybe virtual reality now in this meta will take off. Who
I
knows?
also think I
just
think
it's-
Dad's right here.
I think people like the real world. I think they.
I don't know. I think people are so fed up with the real world and so miserable. That's why reality TV shows are so big. I think that people that are a lot of people introverted and you're a lot of people in the with hiding behind text and so forth, text messaging and no more human interaction. I think this could be a huge thing. The people that are like that will be able to create this false reality, make them feel better about themselves, and will be a substitute either for drugs, alcohol, or whatever to make them feel better.
Well, there's two things I want to say.
It's arguably a better substitute than drugs and alcohol.
I'm not comparing it to drugs. I'm just saying that people are looking to find ways to be happier, excuse me, and be more fulfilled and so forth. That I bet you with how people, again, with the whole texting and no phone calls and meeting people in person and whatever, I think, and working from home, no more interaction, engaging with human life. I think this is an opportunity where people might turn to this. I think I disagree. I think it's going to do well.
But I also here's another thing too. Who uses Facebook? The only people who I know who use Facebook are 54 plus.
Okay, and there's plenty of people that are over the
Not it. Well,
Right, but by the
that's
time this
targeted.
rolls out, you think 65-year-olds are the ones using the Metaverse?
No, I think
it's only going to be for
I think
teenagers.
listen to this. Who belongs to country clubs? Only the people in their 50s and 60s. And when they die, the 30-year-olds become 50 and 60s.
But
and
that's
go
not
on
how
the
social
fun.
media
No,
works.
Bronson, who
Because
who
we
uses-
use other social medias
Who
already.
uses Instagram?
Yeah.
It's also Facebook.
Well, Facebook owns Instagram. Yeah.
No, Meta owns both
Well,
of them.
Meta owns Instagram. True.
So that's what I'm saying.
I think your generation, as you get older, will end up using certain things that we use.
I also don't think you're saying VR is not big. It's clunky. you're right, and it's too expensive right now.
It's not. It's so cheap now.
They're going to make contact.
clunky.
You know they're going to make contact lenses
Exactly.
eventually,
When
and
it's
that's
a pair
the
of glasses I can just wear and it's virtual
Correct.
reality,
You'll have fun with it.
Different situation.
I think it'll be AR instead of VR. I think it'll be augmented reality instead of virtual reality.
you have to start
I
with
think it'll
VR to get to AR.
No, AR is the easier one. AR is
Isn't AR artificial intelligence?
No, that's AI.
AI, I mean, right.
Augmented
Should get my letters straight.
Augmented reality is the world around you augmented. So it's like if remember when I had my Google glasses? That's AR technically. It's putting digital things into my world. So I'm not going into a virtual world. I'm not completely being removed. It's just living in the real world, but you have a contact lens that shows you the directions in front of you.
Okay.
You can FaceTime with someone as you're walking and it's in your field of view. I think that's going to be adopted way more successfully than VR.
I disagree with you.
Because VR, you have to be shut in a room.
But
and you have
people
to have
like that.
$70,000 worth of equipment because you have to have the gloves and the treadmill and all that
Here's where
stuff.
I
AR is the real world.
They're going to make
why
it
I disagree
inexpensive.
with you, Dad, is you said people feel like they don't have control and they want more control over their day-to-day life and they don't like the real world.
They're just unhappy and they're looking for other alternatives.
But imagine going into a world that's controlled by Mark Zuckerberg.
That's not what
he
they're
has
thinking.
100%.
They're not thinking that. For example, they're thinking about why do you have all these fucking sites? Like, why is it like this OnlyFans or what's it, right? And then other ones you showed us that they're so successful because people want to escape and people search the internet all the time.
I think you're viewing it the wrong way. I think people want to connect. I think people to go use OnlyFans because they want a real connection. Why wouldn't they use Pornhub, which is free?
They probably do.
No, but
Wasn't this a form of a real connection?
Yeah, that's what. No, I'm arguing against you, Dad. I'm saying humans crave connection, and that's why people are on social media all the time because they're wanting to connect with people, and it provides them an easy way.
I don't know if they want to connect with people or they just want to look. They're like it's voyeurism. I think more than connecting people. And comparing their lives to other people's lives and letting people see how good their fake lives are or whatever. I think
I agree with that as well, but that's also what we do in the real world. That's why you buy nice cars and that's why you wear nice outfits to show, look at the life I have.
No, but there's a difference. You buy certain things because you earn them and you got to buy them, you got to pay for them, and it's an extension of who you are, and those are like your trophies for your success.
Right, but it also doesn't have. We know plenty of people who have nice cars who certainly don't have success.
I get it, but I'm saying, but you go on these sites and people touch up the photos and they're worried about being bullied and how the internet, has, as I said, you could touch up everything and it's fake. It's not reality. No one posts when they're sick or throwing up. Everything's perfect and people stalk other people.
And I agree that's very problematic.
Isn't that also? I get your point. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Isn't that also when you go out, you doll yourself up, you wear makeup, you don't see.
I was sick.
You don't see you shirtless in your boxers getting into bed. Your hair.
You only do that in the privacy of your own home.
It's slightly different though.
You know what I'm thankful for this holiday season, Dad?
Tell me, Bronny, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful that my balls are smooth and clean.
Well,
and hopefully the people that are seeing them, few and far between, are also thankful.
Well, few and far between being your taint. But on a serious note, Bronny, so...
well, you know who's helping me get my balls clean and smooth?
Yes, Manscaped, which we talk about all the time, and it's the fucking best thing in the world. But here's something that's even... Just when you think things can't get better, okay?
But wait, there's more.
No, but seriously, Manscaped has perfected the trimming and the smoothness of shaving and keeping your area clean and nice and smelling good, as we've told 100 times between them.
Right, you guys know, you're well aware of
razor
their
set. But now, to make things even better, they fucked me up because I was like really loyal to my various soap, okay? And I was using like Dove bars for ages. And they sent us this Manscaped body wash.
So brand new, off the presses at Manscaped. We've got a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner,
which
brand new.
Which smells and is fucking great and saves time because I have to deal with separately conditioning my hair, and I love this.
And they've got a body wash as well. And let me tell you, this stuff really smells good. It includes their ultra premium cologne fragrance refined, which I'm sure we've talked about their cologne in the past that they sell. I'm sure some of you listening have used their cologne. I know I use it every time I go out. If you like that scent, you got to get some of these because it not only includes that scent, but it's Manscaped. So you know it's a quality product.
Quality.
And look at this head of hair. I've been using it for. They sent it to us a week ago. I've been using it for a week.
Now that I started using this, first of all, I love the way it feels. I love the weight of it. I love and how it's done. I I will only use this.
And
body wash.
for me, I always talk about I'm very like anti-plastic. It's a nice little aluminum bottle right there for you. They thought of everything. So definitely go to manscaped.com, check out these new products. While you're there, peruse the other stuff. They got their classic Performance Package 4.0, which you guys know very well. Includes a lawnmower 4.0, state-of-the-art
in the world.
skin-safe technology. Helps with nicks and cuts. You can avoid all that stuff if you get this trimmer. Includes a light. It's waterproof. We use it all the time, and I'm sure plenty of you use it now. That comes in the Performance Package 4.0, along with the Weed Whacker, a couple of their lotions, and it's the holiday season. Gifts are coming up. Manscaped will even throw in a couple gifts in their Performance Package. They include a free pair of boxers and a free travel bag.
Yeah, these things make great gifts. They're practical. You'll use them. Your significant other, a partner, or husband, wife, whatever, will thank you.
You can get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com with the code DaddyIssues20. Once again, that's manscaped.com. Use the code DaddyIssues20. You'll get 20% off and free shipping. I'm thankful for Manscaped this season. I hope you are as well.
Here's where it's different. I disagree. When you go out to dinner or you get dressed nice, whatever, you want to feel good about yourself, and you're going out to a nice place, and we talk about people should present themselves nicely and so forth. I understand that.
Same with Instagram. You want to present yourself nicely.
But there's a difference.
To feel good about yourself.
There's a difference. I'm not going out to dinner and going to start talking with an English accent and make something different than who I really am. So if I
would that be so bad if you did? If you went out to dinner and to a new restaurant that no one knew you and you started speaking with a British accent, would you be evil? Like, would that be a problem?
I'm not saying it's evil. I'm not saying any of it's evil. I'm saying that when you start touching up your pictures, when you start posting things,
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Listen, but so my point is, so not everything has to be just for devil's advocate. Just let me just say my piece without you guys fucking debating me. What I'm saying is, with regards to that, there's a difference when, okay, here's where the analogy would be the same. If you're a single guy and you're trying to impress a girl and you want to go on a date with her and you you rent for the day a fucking Lamborghini, you buy your friend's Rolex and you fucking piss away and spend $10,000 on a fucking table and you have no pot to piss and you don't have the money, that's the same as touching yourself up on Instagram or Facebook and shit like that. And you're fucking, because you're really not who you are.
So then I agree.
That's
but
the
then
point.
so my Instagram, not a single thing is touched up.
There's nothing wrong
I only
with that.
showcase good things, because why would I showcase a bad thing?
I'm not saying about that. That's not what I'm saying. Is, you know how like people put certain pictures in the angles, or they it's like when years ago when people was going on dating apps, they say they're 5'11" when they're really 5'8".
People
That's
embellish.
my point.
People always want to be look the best they can be, of course.
Okay, but the reality is this: if you're looking for a fucking relationship, just be yourself. Nothing wrong with being clean and showered and shaven and teeth brushed and cologne and hair nice, whatever. But you gotta be yourself. So when you post these fake shit or you portray something out in public, like your buddy who buys those tables and can't afford and gets into debt, when you got, it's a disservice to him and everybody else around him, because you can't sustain it. It's not real. It's not genuine. It's not organic. It doesn't work.
Yes, but like. Right, I agree.
But it's not the same as buying a car or wearing a nice watch if you're going out to dinner.
My whole thing with how we got into this, I guess, is I was saying I think the success of all these things, you were like, no one wants to connect anymore. Everyone wants to be introverted and to themselves and alone. And I'm like, no, I think that the world wants to be more connected than ever. Burke and even the younger kids now are way more social than you and your generation ever were.
I don't know if I agree
They're social
with that.
in just
Definitely.
a different way. Burke has 7,000 friends that he knows what they're doing all the time.
Friends.
Because of Instagram.
They're not friends.
But
No,
also,
by your definition, they're
he's
not
also,
friends.
you
They're
would
not
go home after school in high school, and that would be it, right? He would go home after school in high school. He'd FaceTime his buddies. He'd text them. He'd text girls. He's Snapchat
arguably
people.
more close with his friends than you were with your friends.
No, they're not close.
I wouldn't argue that. I actually wouldn't argue that.
They're not close.
No, but like
Putting
when
shit
you-
on social media and connecting people doesn't mean you're
but
close.
when you were in high school, no, when you were in college, right? Like all your high school friends, you went away to different colleges, right? So you only like connected when you would come back home and you'd be like, what have you been up to? Tell me what you've been up to.
And since you've been out of high school, are you socially connected with all your friends from high school?
That's arguing in college.
You didn't let me finish my sentence.
That's personal preference.
You didn't let me finish my
That's the
sentence.
reality of it, though.
No, you didn't let me finish my sentence.
But if somebody got married, he knows they got married.
Right, the thing
because
is, like,
he was able
now
to see that.
I know what my friend AJ, who I don't see all that often, I see him once every 3 months, 4 months. I see him twice a year, let's say, right? I know what he's up to every week.
That doesn't make you close.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not. It means
It makes me close in a different way.
no. It doesn't make you close.
We
period.
are closer friends than if we didn't have social media.
No, you. By the way, you are.
It's easier to
high
stay
school
closer,
friends that are acquaintances now because you just see what each other do. But if you only speak to each other twice a year or see us twice a year, you get close to somebody.
actually disagree.
Listen, you get close to somebody.
I think it's
No,
just generational. It shows that like
get-
friendship, the meanings of friendship is different.
Listen.
Based on age.
Let me finish. You get close by intimacy and knowing the person, not knowing what they're doing, not when mom posts all our shit and we travel, everyone sees our travel, everybody talks about our travel, everyone talks about what we're doing. That does not mean you're close because people know about my life. Does not make us connected.
I'm not close
or
with
close.
the podcast fan that I follow back and I see their posts. But AJ I am close with because we've had a decade
Dad.
of getting that closeness, and now we're able to stay
because
close.
because you know what AJ does not make you close.
Dad, listen.
It allows me to maintain our friendship.
Let me
Yes,
explain.
100%.
Then
Dad.
if you're relying on 1 minute, if you're relying on watching what somebody does because they're a friend of yours on Facebook or Instagram, and you think that's what allows you to maintain a friendship, that's not a friendship.
we just have different definitions of friendship.
But that's not a friendship.
Dad,
to
how
you,
often-
to you, there's no. Then what's your definition of friendship?
I know, look it
Seeing
up.
someone in person, is that your definition of friendship?
A relationship with them.
Right. So what does that mean?
See them, you speak to them.
I speak to AJ.
Okay, how often do you speak to him?
I don't have to speak to him as frequently because I know what he's doing.
Let
We
me
don't
say
need to
something
catch
for
up.
1 second.
You're friends with them because of the history you have. And so if you ever get together with certain people that haven't spoke to in 6 months, we have such histories like you spoke yesterday, that's a friendship.
Right, but I'm saying we don't need to catch up because we see what each other's doing
But
every
you
day.
just argued Bronson's point.
No, I did not
Yes,
argue.
hold
Not
on,
even
you're not even
remotely
listening.
close.
You're not listening. Let me explain.
listening. You're
You
gonna-
said you're not listening.
letting-
You're speaking.
How are you listening?
Let
if
me
you're
let me
speaking?
explain. Let me explain. You said you're friends because you have that history together, and now you just follow up. All the people that he considers his friends, he said the person that's a podcast follower that I follow back, they're not my friend. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about are the people that I've known.
Actually, some are friends, even though I've never met
That's not what I'm
anyone.
arguing, though. He's talking about the people that he has known from the past that prior to social media, he's had a relationship with, and social media allows him to maintain a relationship without having to FaceTime that kid from high school that he's friendly with, but he doesn't want to talk to every week.
Does it allow them
That's
to
what
maintain
it
a
does.
relationship? Allows you to maintain and see what that person is doing. They're different.
What is a relationship if
No,
not
they're
knowing what
different.
someone's doing? I don't know.
Well,
I think we just have different. This shows generationally,
Dad, listen,
and not
I
one's
don't
right or
talk-
wrong.
I don't talk to my buddies from high school, arguably really ever. We don't text, we don't FaceTime anything. When we're back in town, we see each other. It's completely normal. It's as if high school ended yesterday.
There's nothing wrong with that.
The only way we keep up with each other is by saying, "Oh, Ryan's in Detroit. Ryan's in Michigan right now
Right, do you
visiting
think
his
it would be
buddies.
hard-
Leo's in Cornell visiting his buddies." That's what I see.
Do you think it would be harder
That's
if
how
you
we
didn't
see it.
know
Doesn't
anything
mean
about
anything.
them? No, but there's no need to catch up with someone because you're seeing what they're up to.
Leo posts a picture of him with his girlfriend. Oh, Leo's a girlfriend. Great.
Like when you say, "Oh,
That's how I
it's so
get to
good
keep
to
up with
catch."
them.
So
like-
find
like
out your
G-
friend is a girlfriend on Instagram, and you're not talking to your friend to find out directly from your friend is a girlfriend. To me, that's not a big. That's
I
not
think-
a relationship.
I think this just shows how times have changed because that is like now you don't. If I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't tell all my friends. The only friends that would know are friends that I see on a weekly basis,
Which makes sense.
Or people you just see in general. Yeah.
I wouldn't text AJ, "Hey, dude, I got a girlfriend." I would
would?
never.
No
do.
one does
That's
that.
what we're saying.
But then you just said.
No, but what
you
I'm
said
s-
if you just found out from your
No, but
friend
meaning
that
you-
they got a girlfriend on Instagram, that's not a friend.
No,
AJ is one of my best friends. I would not text him if I got a girlfriend.
Okay.
Well,
But
no,
you-
we wanna
but then
know
you
your
also-
opinion on
but
that.
then you also
what
just
I'm
said
saying-
who
no,
would.
What I'm saying is following somebody and what they're doing, okay, on social media does not a friendship and does not create a friendship and a relationship and
To you-
create intimacy.
to you.
Period.
No, to
because
you.
there are people.
To you.
No, there are people.
I have.
Let me finish.
But I know for a fact that I
me
have
finish, let me
friends who I've
finish.
met, who I only know through social media, who I consider a friend. So you're telling me that I'm just lying to myself?
No,
Let him
but you know what I'm
finish.
talking about, meaning like there you can have people you have a pen pal,
There's
like you
different levels of
send a
friendship.
letter to someone in
There
prison.
are very
have a
different
fun-
levels of friendship.
But I'm
we
talking,
all agree
you
on that
understand
as
what
well.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about a friendship, meaning these are people that you can either count on, that'll be there for you, that know your personal things about your personal life, that you have a relationship with, that you can confide in. That's you're talking about acquaintances. Knock yourself out.
people only really have
7,000 acquaintances. Great, knock yourself
people
out like
only
a pen
really
pal.
have prior to social media and post social media or during social media. People really only have 3 or 4 actual friends that care about them
You
as
guys-
much as they care about them, and that love them and know the secrets
yes.
about them and know the good, the bad, the ugly.
It's not. I'm talking. Listen, those are like your best friends. But you can. What you guys saying? You can have a. Why don't you have a social media girlfriend? People do that too.
People do.
I think it's retarded. My
Technically, at this point, I'm not a girlfriend, but I kind of the girl that I talk to.
Well, that's your doing.
The girl that I talk to is only through social media.
That's your doing.
I don't talk to her in
But
real
that's
life.
your doing. It makes no. I don't understand how you can't.
Because they live in separate places.
No,
That's why this makes
that
this
means
connection.
But
nothing.
social media
None.
allows us to have a connection. We
when
Snapchat and we
if
have a
you
connection
like
through
a
pictures.
Snapchat, that's fucking great. When you like
But
somebody,
it's better than nothing. Than nothing.
No, you pick the
We're-
fucking.
But
Quiet,
we're more
shut
connected
up.
now
No, you're
than,
not.
than we would have been 50 years ago.
You pick the fucking phone up and you speak to the person, or you FaceTime and you talk to the fucking person. You don't.
But
text,
FaceTime is a social
you
media.
Don't,
It is
but you
social media.
physically see you. I mean, you see the person.
As I do with Instagram, I physically see people's pictures.
No, you okay? You know what? I can't do this whole debating thing. I'm not doing it anymore.
We're not.
I'm
We're
done.
just listening to
because
you.
it's
We're just
you're playing
talking.
this devil's advocate.
No, I'm not. And I'm not talking against
Do
you.
you not agree? Do you not agree? There's a big fucking difference.
Okay, don't yell.
No, because I'm getting pissed. An Instagram fucking picture as opposed to FaceTime and speak to
Yes,
somebody in person.
there is a difference. Those are different.
So let's end it right there. There's
Well,
a fucking difference.
You're getting. We're just having a
Dad, just
conversation.
like how there's-
So let me know how this relationship was going to work out for you, that you're going to DM each other. So you'll never, ever get to a level of becoming intimate with somebody from an emotional standpoint. And by the way, and you and all you other fucking retards that realize, marry somebody on social media, do your whole fucking thing, have your relationship, social media, and let's see how it works out for
Just
you guys.
like how there's different
Sorry.
levels of friendship, just like how there's different levels of friendship, there's close friends, there's friends that are just acquaintances, there's different levels of social media. FaceTiming is a type of social media. It's much more intimate than just looking at somebody's Instagram post. It's just a different thing. It doesn't mean if somebody I just follow on Instagram that I barely know.
there's
I don't
no way you
consider
can
that
argue.
I understand your general a minute, but let's say like you hook up with a girl, and then you DM her a day or two later. So let's get together again soon.
It's the exact same thing as texting her.
Okay.
Exact same thing.
I agree, and I think texting or DMing is the most fucking retarded. If you hook up with somebody and you want to see them again, you pick the.
The other way
Let
is-
me finish.
The other way is the most fucking retarded.
I know your generation is different, but it's so fucking retarded that you guys don't pick up the phone to say, "Hey, I had a great time. Really enjoyed. Start talking. What you do today? Whatever. I'd like to see you again." I know that your generation doesn't do that. I'm telling you, it's a downfall of your generation. It's a downfall of your generation regarding intimacy. It's a downfall of your generation connecting with the opposite people. It's a downfall of having relationships. It's a major fucking problem because you guys don't understand what true intimacy. You say to me all the time, not all the time, when we've had these conversations, I wonder if I will ever really fall in love, like to feel that love. Like
We're getting deep now. Okay.
Listen, you've had these conversations with me, and you know what the problem, and you're like, well, I don't want, and I get it, I don't want a girlfriend, this and that, whatever, and you have these meaningless sex things, and you want to hang out with your buddies, and none of you guys want to fucking meet a girl and have a relationship with these girls, whatever. It's all because you guys rely on fucking social media and don't allow yourselves to connect one-on-one with a person.
You don't think I'm good at connecting with people one-on-one in person?
Let me finish. You to see if you have that great connection, to go deeper, to go to a deeper level than what DMing is, texting. You guys are doing yourself 100% disservice. And by the way,
It's just the world we live in now. It's not up to us.
But it is up to you.
No, because if
your
you
generation,
if you called a girl the day after you met her at a bar, if you called her instead of DM'd her, she would never text you back.
I
It's
guarantee
the world we live in.
that girl that you're DMing with, if you fucking called her and you spoke to the phone,
She would text me and say, "Why'd you call?"
Wait, you're talking about specifically in my
110%. I met her. I'm telling you, 110%. If you called and spoke to her,
That's a different story. We've had in-person connections. We've already established the
you've
in-person
spoken to her probably
connection.
5 times in person in the past 6 months. That's retarded.
We live 5,000 miles
I don't
apart.
care. You can't speak on the phone?
You just said in person. That's retarded.
I'm talking on the phone. I'm talking
Okay, but
verbal.
you didn't say
They
that.
talk on the
sorry,
phone.
verbally.
We don't really talk on the phone.
Verbally. Maybe 10 times verbally.
Here's my question for
Yeah.
you.
And you like her.
Sure, she's definitely listening to this too. So
You do
shout
know
out.
that's fucking
Nice to
retarded.
meet you.
That's retarded. Retarded.
Here's my
I know,
question.
but also here's another thing too. Maybe with that,
I get it's your generation.
I guess
I
we're
don't
going
agree
to
with
get deep too with that. But maybe I don't want to FaceTime her. And also, I know you're listening, so shout out. And maybe I don't want to FaceTime her. I don't want to talk to her on the phone because I know that that'll make things even more serious. And I can't make things serious because I live in Miami and she lives in Los
But
Angeles.
seriously,
So what more serious am I gonna make?
Serious? What's wrong? Being serious. What's wrong with seeing what?
Because we live 3,000. Because it's going to put both of us through like annoying shit. When I'm enjoying myself in Miami, I don't need to be having someone I'm constantly thinking about in LA.
But I do think you think about
But
it.
if I keep FaceTiming her, it's going to make it even
I
more prevalent.
I never. But putting that guard up.
But I think that that's what I'm doing. I
think you're making a mistake.
I don't want to FaceTime her because I don't want it to get more intimate.
But why not? It just doesn't make sense.
Let me
I don't
pose a
agree.
question.
That does make
Let
sense.
me
I
pose-
just said to you
I
why I feel
understand
that.
why I don't agree with it. I think you're
Hold
doing
on,
a disservice to
let me
yourself.
pose a question.
I
As
think it
your
would.
father.
You said that you hook up with a girl. The next day you text her, "Hey, I want to take you out." You say
No.
that's retarded. Why can't you call her? Why can't you do this? You should have a conversation. How's your day? What did you do today?
They
To
would never
me,
text you back if they did that.
Not even take the girl out of the equation. My personal
You hook up
perspective
with a
on this-
guy?
No. Take the girl out of the equation of not answering your call, not wanting to text constantly. Take that out. My personal preference is if I hook up with a girl, I don't know her. I don't want to get to know her over text. I want to get to know her in person. So you text her, "Hey, let's meet," and then you talk in
Yes,
person.
I like that. I don't want to have all the conversations on our date
I don't
over
want
the
to
phone.
have a bullshit fake conversation over social media. We want to talk in person, which is why we won't text them all week. We plan a date and then we meet in person.
A thing
and we
I've
figure it out.
a thing
What's
I've
wrong with
seen.
that?
A thing
I
I've
hear
seen
you,
through the
but-
pandemic and through people working from home and being more remote, people being more removed from society, I've noticed that the social people, the ones who were antisocial or had anxiety, it made them fucking worse. But they were lost cause, right? Like those people weren't the social ones anyways. The people who were normal social people, it's made them more social. It's made them crave human interaction more. People are at the beach more than ever. People are enjoying the outdoors more than ever. People go on walks more than ever. People like human experiences, real experiences, more than they ever have
goes
before.
more towards my position.
Right. No, but that's what I was saying to you earlier. I was like, I don't think that's something like you're like the world's over when everyone's going to be isolated in their rooms in the virtual reality.
I think that virtual reality
people are
stuff is
going to
going
reject it.
I think I disagree. It's just an opinion we both have.
I
we
also
disagree.
think-
Right, it's
I
totally
think the
opinions.
virtual reality thing is going to take off. I think that's going to be the way of the future. It's my opinion. I hope I'm wrong. I think that it's important to have human interaction. I think in dating and getting to know somebody. Otherwise, you're going to do this cadence back and forth with a girl for 8 years and then decide you're going to marry the person. It just doesn't make
different
sense.
situation.
I mean, you guys are but at some point, isn't there a point when there is a girl that you boys who go out all the time that sparks interest for more than just wanting to
Yes.
just hook up or hang out
and
with for 1
and
week?
you know what happens when that happens? You
you take advantage of it.
keep
Yeah.
going on dates with her. So far, I haven't found someone in Miami who has done that. So therefore, I haven't gone on second dates with
Didn't you
people.
say they've met in person 5 times? Like 5 times is not a lot to just be like, oh my God, I'm going to either.
No.
I'm going to give it my whole life.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
who says to give you whole life? I'm
Right,
just saying.
But then
I
what
respect
more
that
do I
person.
do than what I'm doing?
You speak to people, so you get to know the person on the phone.
But I do. We speak. Not on the phone.
You guys do what you want. I'm just telling you that. What do I know? What
No,
do I know?
and you're not wrong. I just think
I don't care if you think I'm right or wrong.
No,
I know I'm fucking right.
You do
No,
also
there's
have
no right or wrong.
You have a
It's-
personal vendetta against social media, especially Facebook.
No. I think. Listen.
fake book.
I think people, Dick. I think that a lot of it's just bullshit. I don't
Of
know.
course.
People can
And
do
also,
it. Listen,
by the
people
way,
do what the fuck they want. Obviously, I know I'm a minority on it. because
Every
look how
single
successful it
person,
is.
every single person who uses Instagram and Facebook knows it's bullshit. No one's like, everyone knows it's all bullshit.
It's an advertisement for yourself.
Right. It's everyone knows that's bullshit.
All right. Listen, that's just my opinion.
Maybe not everyone, actually. Maybe
Isn't
not
your Instagram technically bullshit? Isn't this podcast? This podcast actually isn't
this
bullshit.
podcast is too real.
But isn't your account bullshit?
No, I do it for branding to post shit to get to
Right. You're using it to advertise yourself. You're only promoting.
But listen,
You're only promoting.
But there's a difference. I'm talking
you're
about
doing it.
No, there's a difference. It's an avenue. I'm not on social media all the time. It's an avenue. It's one more thing. If you put an advertisement in a magazine or this or that, or go out to meet someone for lunch, for business, whatever, the difference is your generation.
We use it more to connect with each other.
Even a lot of people in my generation, what they put, it's up there, it's all the time. Listen, one thing you know is I'm not obsessed or I'm not addicted to social media or any of this stuff. I'm not. You know that, okay? There are people that are so addicted, they care what, even mom, I love mom to death, but the minute we're out, she's taking a picture, not even in the moment. She takes a picture, but she's like every other woman in this, takes a picture, forgets about sitting there at dinner, enjoying the conversation while we're having dinner, doctoring up, touching up, cropping it, and then posting it for everybody to know.
Yes.
Okay, that to me is a problem.
I 100% agree with
arguing with you on that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't
so
think I think girls who do that are like, this is bad.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone is okay
so
with
rather
that
than being
happening.
the moment, and then let's interrupt what we're doing, the whole dinner, so the waiter, we can stop, move, so the waiter can take a picture of us. So forget about the conversation we're having, forget about what we're eating. Everyone's got to be disrupted.
You always admit that you like looking back at the pictures. You always say.
You understand what I'm saying, though?
No.
You don't? Okay, you don't understand.
No, I do, but like, so you're against taking pictures at dinner.
Forget it. I'm not going to
The posting.
I'm not going to get specific with you. We're going to break down analytical. So when you say the word picture, the letter P, what does that really mean in the word picture?
Not what I was saying at all. But all right, let's move
my
on.
fucking God.
Let's move on to some fatherly advice then, I guess, because we've beat this.
I hope none of them are social media questions.
They're not. They both actually. It was very serendipitous. They both are the same thing.
Situation.
Yeah, basically the same situation, and they were back to back, so it worked out really well. So let's read these. Where is it? Right here.
I'm fine. You don't have to fucking. I hate the fucking breakdown of every little fucking thing little, and I hate the fucking.
I didn't.
I hate when you fucking
You
guys.
said I hate taking pictures at dinner, and I said no, you don't.
And I hate when you guys fucking oppose everything I fucking say or play devil's advocate, because I just let you guys speak your fucking mind, and I don't need you to play devil's advocate in every fucking thing I say.
We truly
we're having a conversation.
No, we're not. No, there's a part of this. There's a part of you having a conversation with me. There's a part of you that's always playing devil's advocate. When you speak your mind, I don't sit there and go, well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate just for the purpose.
I don't do that.
No, we're not.
You guys, by the way, you guys are better off having your relationships on social media. Let's move on.
We're not. Dad, we're not playing devil's advocate with you. What
I
we're
don't wanna hear
saying
it.
is
Move on. I'm done.
So you're incapable of having
Move
just
on.
a normal
Yeah,
conversation.
I'm incapable. Correct. Yes. Move on. You guys are ones who are capable of having the conversation all over DM. You're gonna tell me about how to have
That's
a
not what
See,
we're
why are you-
saying.
yeah,
Dad.
that's
You're
we're saying
fucking
at all.
morons. Let's go to this thing. You're fucking morons. Go ahead. Let's see.
Why do you get so upset?
Yeah, I'm fucking angry. I'm angry.
Why? Why are you
when
angry?
I say something, you fucking try to dissect. I'm talking about one fucking thing, and you go, I'm just making a statement. Every time I fucking speak to you, you either have a fucking comment, you got a comment about everything I say, you either fucking oppose it, or it's fucking annoying.
So
let's move on.
This is
I'm
a
done.
podcast. So you don't want me to have any comments to what you say, and you don't
No.
want to oppose anything
There
you
you
have
go.
to say.
That-
So you only want me to go,
There you go. Perfect. See my point?
Here's-
This is
right.
Bronson.
But what do you want from me then?
I
No,
don't,
I'm
want, I
asking
don't
you.
want anything from you. You only want.
This is
let's
Bronson.
move on.
Hold on.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
go.
Let me mediate this for 1 second.
Me and I'm fucking done. I'm getting angry.
Let me
fucking
just
over 10
explain-
o'clock at night to work on your fucking schedule to work, and I need to fucking deal with this shit. What do you want to tell me, bitch?
What I'm trying to explain for 1 second is you feel this way. We felt a different way. It might seem like we're playing devil's advocate with you. We're not.
No,
We
that's not the
understand-
issue. Your thoughts, by the way, your thoughts on what you said about social media and the text and whatever.
I understand.
I get it.
Originally, we were playing devil's advocate. Then we started to disagree.
I get it. That's not a problem.
We're just
I have
disagreeing,
I have no
you
problem
know?
with disagreeing. Zero.
So then
problem.
what's me?
Zero problem
So
disagreeing.
me having a comment and me disagreeing are different things. What does that
Well,
mean?
you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to play your game with you. I'm not going to play your fucking psychosomatic bullshit. That's what you do.
Wow, you think I'm way? You think I'm way more manipulative and
No, I
smart?
don't think- I don't think- I don't
you think
think
I'm
it-
smarter
I
than
don't-
I am.
I don't
Apparently,
think you're smarter than
that
you
I'm
are.
like playing chess.
And I don't think you're
climbing
manipulative,
all
but
these
you-
things.
but you got it.
I just have. You say something and I react. That's literally what happens. I don't think about what I'm saying. I just react.
You should definitely have your relationships in DM and not FaceTime.
You told me this was going to be a fun episode.
Oh my God.
Good.
I planned for it. I thought we were just having a conversation about social
You
media.
said you wanted to talk about moves.
Then I got
or
personal.
something. I don't know what a move is. Gwyneth Paltrow's moves, you said. I don't know what the fuck you were talking about.
Goof.
I don't know.
But at this point, we're going to have to save that for fucking next episode.
Yeah, if the podcast lasts another week.
Yeah, I don't know. Dad might just stay in Vegas and never leave.
No, I just might fucking end it. I don't need I'm not getting the money. I don't need to waste my fucking time on it. Let's go on.
Speaking of which, do I now start getting a little portion of the money?
You can if you want to.
No.
You can make money just from the episodes that you show up at.
Fair enough.
You can make 10%. I don't know why I just said that.
I also don't know why I agreed to such a low percentage.
You said deal. We're in.
You can have my 50%.
Okay, deal. Plus my 10.
From the episodes
Now
you
that
show
I'm a
up
majority
at.
shareholder, I'm changing the name of the podcast.
Okay, I'm going to read this. This is from Mary. It says, my extended family is having Thanksgiving this year after completely skipping it last year due to COVID. They sent out the invitation saying vaccinated family members are welcome to join. I am not vaccinated. I'm not getting vaccinated just so that I can attend a Thanksgiving dinner. Not sure how to respond or handle the situation. Also frustrated that my immediate family members are willing to attend a vaccinated-only event, knowing that it will exclude me. Trying to take the high road, but overall frustrated and tired of this bullshit.
Okay, it's a very simple answer.
Thankfully, I'm still welcome at my in-laws.
It's a very simple answer. The fucking people that invited you said you have to be vaccinated, the fucking morons. I wouldn't go to their fucking house that they can dictate. And your family that won't go, that is going to go and exclude you, fuck them, they should not go.
Well, they're
Period.
a family.
Listen, you're going to exclude your daughter because she's not vaccinated?
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Seriously, you're going to
can't say
exclude
screw
your
her family.
No, you're going to exclude your fucking child?
It's not immediate family.
It's
That's
like
having.
in-laws?
It's the extended family. So it's like if our aunts and uncles had a thing. And
so
you
they
guys
were
are like,
gonna
should we
vaccinate?
go or should we not go?
No.
Because Bronson can't go.
I would never leave you.
Right. I agree.
Okay,
assholes.
let me be very clear. The extended
The family should not go.
Fuck them
And the
for making
immediate
that
family should not
requirement.
go.
The immediate family should not go and have your own Thanksgiving.
Have your own Thanksgiving.
I mean, that's so offensive. I tell them to go fuck themselves and lose my number.
That is pretty offensive.
It's offensive.
Yeah. It's different if it's a corporation
And
that's like, you got to be vaccinated.
By the way, if you were not vaccinated, you're not vaccinated.
I'm not vaccinated.
Right. So everyone else in the
I'm not vaccinated against COVID. I'm vaccinated against everything else.
Right. But listen, if someone invited
Just to
if
put that on
someone
record.
invited us, I don't care who it is, the immediate family, except our family, said we're gonna have it, but everyone needs to be vaccinated. And Bronson's like, look, I want to be with you guys, but I don't believe in getting vaccinated, and you're not going. We would never go. Burke would never go. Bryce would never go.
What's
Mom
happening
and I
with our New York City trip though?
We're
Mom's
going.
forcing me to go.
No,
You don't, you like straight up don't need to be vaccinated.
No, listen to me for a minute.
Come winter,
I'm
dude,
going to
for
tell
sure,
you,
like December time,
any
it's gonna
place
get-
that does not allow you, we're not going to go.
So I can't eat indoors anyway.
No,
I'm gonna have to eat outside in the cold.
Okay.
Oh, if
We
Peter Luger's
stay-
makes you be vaccinated, I'm going without your ass.
Listen, we stick together. But
And mom was like, I'm buying Broadway tickets. And I was like, I can't go to a Broadway show. First of all, I don't want to. But second of all, I can't.
okay,
And she said, no, you're going. And I was like, I
forget
can't.
mom for a moment. Let's stick to this person's advice.
Yeah,
okay?
I think it's as simple
It's
as we laid
simple
it out.
as that. There's no, by the way, there's no black and white. There's no gray area. There's nothing. I'm sorry, it is black and white. There's no gray area. I just corrected
Yes.
myself.
No, it was just funny.
So listen, but the reality is, it's offensive. And if any family member is even contemplating that word,
you an alien?
Bryce and I were like, don't address it. And we looked at
He's gonna
each other.
fucking punch you in the face.
if any,
We looked at
if
each other
any
and we
family
couldn't
member,
I was trying to hold it. I was like, Dad's gonna hate it.
I was laughing and I
Dad's like, this
laughing. I was like, okay, I can now
Dad's gonna,
laugh.
Dad's gonna think this is me nitpicking and commenting on everything that he says. So I didn't say anything until Bryce said it. Okay, family members.
So tell us about these family members.
This is what we do. This is not new things.
Okay. All right, so that's my advice.
Okay, well, let's do another
That
one.
was an easy advice.
Easy one. And that's why I included
there's
two.
no deviation from what my opinion is.
This
Period,
one,
right?
Agreed.
Do you have a different agreement? Different advice, I mean?
No, that's pretty. That family member's a piece of shit.
yeah, that's a dick move.
Not speaking about the vaccine, just telling a family member they can't come because of your political viewpoints is bullshit.
It's not political. What if they're worried about grandma's health or something? You know,
Okay,
That's different.
That's a different
Then
story. But
that's
she
a
didn't
very
put those
different
facts
story.
in.
she just said vaccinated.
She did
Also,
not put those facts in.
grandma, if you guys are
And
already
if
worried
everyone's
about
vaccinated
grandma's
already, by the way, like if everyone at the Thanksgiving dinner is vaccinated,
Correct.
that means grandma's also vaccinated.
Correct.
that means you shouldn't be worried
But
about
like-
grandma getting
like
So
COVID.
if you're worried
Like
about
a-
grandma getting sick, grandma shouldn't be. at the
Grandma
party.
should be excluded.
But in all fairness, let's assume it's their mother that they want to the grandmother.
So they should do the three of them
Correct.
and mom.
But also,
That's
but
it.
if everyone at the party is already vaccinated and grandma's at the party, therefore grandma's vaccinated, therefore you shouldn't be worried about her
I
getting
agree
COVID.
who
with
knows? They said once the vaccine's
Right,
out,
who knows?
everyone's
Who the
good.
fuck
Now
knows?
that's
Yeah, it's
six,
all bullshit.
6 months. You got to get a second one. So
Right,
who
right.
fucking knows what?
All
it
right,
is?
so here's another one. This is from Tara or Tara. I don't know how you pronounce
That'd
it.
be fucking Tara.
Yeah, for real. Hey guys, I'm a fellow Patreon member and longtime listener of the podcast. Thanks, Tara. I recently moved with my boyfriend from Kansas.
Thanks, Tara.
I recently moved with my boyfriend from Kansas, my home state, to Pennsylvania, his home state. We moved due to him receiving a job promotion that was too good to pass up.
Time out.
Stop.
You said Kansas, the tiniest bit weird, and I was like, I'm gonna pounce on him. He like looked at me, and was like,
You're done. You're done. You will not. This is going to cost you financially. Go ahead.
Okay, so you got it so far. They moved from Kansas, where
his-
she was
his
from,
place,
to
yeah,
Pennsylvania,
because of a
where
job.
he's from, because of a job.
Okay.
I knew the move would be difficult, but not as hard as it has been this far. We were both raised very differently, and living close to his family has been an extreme culture shock. I experienced what seems to be similar to the childhood that John had, and I see life in a very similar light to him. However, my boyfriend's family could not be more different from myself, and at times it is very clear they are not my biggest fans. Now with marriage on the table, I am needing advice for creating boundaries and having a healthy in-law relationship, specifically when living so close to them. Thanks in advance and keep up the good work.
This is a tougher one.
And I don't think I have anything to say to this. I have no idea.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
Well, so let me ask you a question. So,
You've dealt with living very close to in-laws, so you probably
so
can
I
know.
want to talk to you. I think I want to hear your input because your input is very important because you're going to be talking about giving advice as if you were in that situation and you had a similar situation, although you got along with the other, your girlfriend's parents, but they were very different culturally than you. So I think your advice, I'm going to give my advice as well. From
Oh,
actually
fair
living
enough.
it.
I can relate to that part.
So now, why don't you give the advice as if you were dating somebody and marriage is on the table and you're close to your in-laws,
You're not close to your in-laws.
physically
Oh, right.
close, but yet you know that they're either not a fan of
Right,
yours
so
or,
the situation.
Right. So why don't you, and then I'll give you my opinion. And then Bryce, you can just be quiet.
I can
I'll go
relate
on social media.
I can relate a little bit to that, I guess, because my ex's family was very different than me,
But nice.
and my culture. And like when I would go to her family's house, it was culture shock, not in a bad way. I can fit in anywhere, but it definitely was like, whoa, this is very different than what I grew up in. Not necessarily in a bad way, but I never felt comfortable in it. And so I guess my advice would be,
And that was a big catalyst for you breaking it off, right?
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Oh, sorry.
My advice would be that if you're not comfortable with your family, and they're going to become your family,
Oh my god.
they're going to become your family. They're your in-laws, right? It will be your mother-in-law. It will be your father-in-law. So no matter how much you try to distance yourself, you're like, you know what? But I'm only going to have a family with my husband, and it's going to be my husband and our family, and I'm not going to give into their shit. It's like, no matter what, they're going to have an input in your life because they're your husband's parents. So they're just going to be involved in one form or another. If you're not comfortable with them, then you have to ask yourself, do you want to live a life where you're uncomfortable with your own family? I asked myself that, and I was like, no. I want my in-laws to be like the fucking... I mean, it's also... Nothing's perfect. You can't... If you could choose your in-laws, that would be amazing. But like, I want my in-laws to... I want to be comfortable with my in-laws, just like I'm comfortable with my own family, my own parents. So if you're not, and you know that they don't like you, I don't see that getting more comfortable as the years goes on. But that's a decision you have to make. If the husband is worth it to you to be uncomfortable with the family, then choose it. To me, in my experience, it wasn't, so I ended it.
Right. Okay. So let me give you my advice on that. Speaking as someone who was similar situation like that, and as a married person, an adult, and also if I was giving you my advice as my child, a lot of it, you're never going to be able to pick and choose your in-laws and that family stuff. Just is what it is, right? but you are marrying, your boyfriend will become your husband. So a lot of it all becomes down to really how close is he with his family, and does he take you, and are you a priority over his family? Because if he is a little more of a weaker personality when it comes to his parents, and his parents are controlling, and he does everything that they say, then I will tell you that it won't work. The marriage won't work. The relationship won't work. You'll have a lot of resentment, and it's only going to get worse for you once you have a kid and he's more entrenched in his job and the family is more involved once you have a child. So if he has a strong personality, the reason why it worked with me is because I had a strong personality, and I always chose my wife, which I think in every relationship, you should choose your spouse first, because just like your parents chose each other and his parents chose each other, they became a part of each other. So it's hard for parents to let go and let that control go, where they want the kids to be truly independent and where the boyfriend or girlfriend becomes the priority to their son or their daughter. But that's the ultimate. And that's what you need to ask yourself. Will he be someone that will always take your side and support you no matter what, even at the expense of his parents? Or will he take his parents' side?
Now you said that, and that's interesting. Would you want me doing that? Or, like, you would not be happy with me doing that, would you?
No, but you have to do that. You have to do that.
Okay,
because
like, no matter, you want me
to
to choose my wife over you.
No, listen to me for a second. You 100%, a couple should choose each other over their fucking parents or in-laws. The difference is, if your wife is wrong, you're going to tell your wife she's wrong, and vice versa.
Right.
Not
within reason.
Listen, my point is, if you feel that we're not going to butt into your life, Mom and I, because you're going to get married.
Oh yeah, you guys don't butt into anything.
What do we butt into?
Oh, come on, it's a joke.
Listen, but my point is this. You need to choose your spouse first. That's the reality.
I agree with you.
That's the normal thing. For the parents that want the parent that think that kid should choose them over their spouse is fucked up.
Yeah, those are some serious daddy issues.
No, listen, Mom chooses me and I choose her. That's why we're a unit. We do what we think is best for our family. If my parents or her parents or anyone else doesn't like it, fuck them. We're not there to please anybody. We're there to please our family, me, her, and our children. We do what we think is best. So if they're living close to your future in-laws and they're not loving you the way you think it should be, and you're uncomfortable, and he's a little softer and weaker when it comes around his parents, you are this is not impossible. It's a 110% certain with certainty that you are going to have problems once you get married and you have children, and then you're stuck. So maybe as a compromise, and this could be a compromise, and it's probably healthier, because if the relationship with his parents are hard and this and that, and he can't handle his parents and they're very controlling, whatever, and I don't know enough details, and you're both young enough and you're not married, then as a compromise, so you guys stay together, is get a job somewhere else. And you move, so you create your independence, so you see your in-laws and your parents.
Right, because she said, I need advice for creating boundaries and having a healthy relationship with the
boundaries.
in-laws.
So let me tell you about the boundaries. The boundaries are, unfortunately, you won't be able to create them because they're his parents. He's going to have to create them. All right. And that's the unfortunate, because if he goes to the house without you, they're going to know you don't like him, and vice versa. It's going to create more toxicity. If and when you have children, he takes that and you say, I'm not going to your parents because they tell me what to do with this or that, and you don't support me, it's going to create more divisiveness between you and the in-laws. So the problem is, you have to really see, and if he tells you yes, he can do it, you know him. If you're contemplating marriage, you know him well enough to know if it's bullshit or not. Can he control his parents from not being involved too much in your life, for treating you with respect, to stand up to his parents, and to support you? If he cannot, then I'm telling you right now, whatever boundaries you set, Tara, is a mistake, because he needs the one to set the boundaries. And two is, the marriage won't work, or you'll have a lot of resentment and you'll be unhappy. So an alternative to that, as I was saying, was that you can move to another location where you can get another job, because I'm sure you can get another job, and you build your life and you create your own life there.
Yeah, that's
and
a great idea.
And you see your parents and your in-laws on holidays and like that. And listen, you bite your lip, you deal with it, because, but you can deal with it because you'll have your husband, you'll have your children, you have your own life, and you create your own friends surround you, and then you, as a wife and as a family, create your own boundaries. But if, again, overbearing in-laws and a son that can't control his parents, who's your husband, if that happens, it won't work living in the same town. I promise you. 100% up for failure. I've seen it 100 times. You've got to, for your own healthiness, you need to move away and create your own life. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just like your parents probably did, his parents probably did. And if they're able to, why aren't you allowed to do it? And then one day they're going to be dead and you got to live your life. So you do what makes you and your boyfriend happy. And if he's not on board and you're still going to be unhappy, then I got to tell you something, the marriage won't work.
Yeah.
It's not going, that's my opinion. I hate to be harsh or matter of fact about it, but that's my opinion.
I agree with you, actually.
What do you think, Brycey Boo?
See, I don't always comment and disagree.
We're good.
That's a
right now.
comment.
Yeah.
And you disagreed with him saying you don't always.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
What do you think, Bryce?
No, I agree with you. I think might be a tad too harsh to say it's not going to work out. It's not going to, like, it for sure won't happen based off of this because, again, it is just 4 sentences, so we don't really know the whole
But we're
scope
only
of
going
the
based off of what we have.
Of course, I just don't want her to watch us and be like, holy shit, this is
Like, I have to leave.
Exactly. Keep in mind, it is only 4 sentences. We don't know the scope. We don't know these people's personalities. Also, no offense, maybe they're not overbearing as much as she makes it out to be. And maybe she just is a little insecure and feels like she's not that close with them, even if they're making an effort.
But we only have what we have to
I'm
go
just
off
saying
of.
in general, maybe she could open up as well.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
but-
maybe
but-
she could
but
try to be a better daughter-in-law.
Bottom line
Not
is,
better, but just more,
wait.
more open.
the bottom line is,
But if she's feeling these doubts and these,
by the way,
these
if
worries,
she's writing this, there's a lot of prior course of conduct and dealings with his parents that are a problem with her. This is not just a one-off incident.
True.
and
I'm just telling you.
Bryce, even if it's in her head, it still is part of her relationship. It's still causing, like in my relationship, right? Like you and in my past relationship, it was like probably felt similar, right? My ex felt similar to this girl. She was like, I don't get along.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, I don't get along culturally with his family. We're very different. I don't feel comfortable. They don't like me. All this stuff.
We did like
Right.
her.
None of that was really the case, but she felt that way. And so even if she felt that way, it still meant there were problems in the relationship.
It's an issue.
Even if it was all in her head.
I've never really been in the issue where my ex-girlfriend, either of my ex-girlfriend's families don't like me because I'm a very lovable man.
Same, dude.
But I've been in the situation where, not the same, but where the girlfriend will defend the family over me. Not that the family's disagreeing with me.
But also when you're dating, when you're like a year boyfriend and girlfriend, they don't owe you much.
No. That's why I'm saying I can't really
Like
comment
I always
on it.
took your side over Megan's. Your and mom's side over Megan's. Because I was like, what do I owe her? We've been dating a year and a half.
She was a little extreme about
What side?
how.
I mean, what did we do? If we go into the Megan thing, we divert for a second, I think mom, and I get it, we are an overbearing family, 100%. We are very overbearing, loving. We are a lot, Dana.
She was the
We're
exact
also
opposite.
we also give like we I like to believe that every one of your girlfriends, all you guys, we treat like their daughters. We bought her nice gifts.
yeah,
We take everything.
yeah.
All your thing, mom's very good to them.
Oh, my thing.
Listen, no, all your girlfriends.
No, you're right.
Burke with
100%.
Hallie, with taking her away. Like we try to welcome anyone you're dating.
Of course, that's
and
not a
treat them
question.
Great. Just hear me out for a second. So, and I have a strong personality. I get it, but I don't think it's fair to ask a parent to change their personality to accommodate someone's timidness.
And I didn't. That's
I know you didn't.
That's me
Right.
when I said I took your
That's why I
side.
was saying
That's
that.
what I meant.
No,
Right.
Like I
love-
was like you. I was like no. I'm with my family on this, not with you.
I loved her. She was great. But even me, and like Dad's much more set in his ways of like, I'm not going to change myself. I'm happy to do that. Even I was like, I don't feel comfortable around her because I really had to change my ways.
But
And that's
Right,
not
and
how
that's
a
why I
relationship.
ended
No,
it.
I get it.
But listen.
I'm just saying that relationship will never work out.
No, but
know?
but we also know that when we love someone, we would kill for them. Like, look, that's what Zerai. Like, we're very good, and there's no doubt whoever you guys marry, 110% will literally be a daughter to mom and I. A daughter, not
Well,
a
and
daughter-in-law,
also,
a daughter.
I also knew, I was like, I know that I need to end this relationship because I also felt that way. I was like, the fact that I keep choosing my parents over you means that I clearly don't love you enough.
See, right. And see, that makes me a little sad. Not what you're saying. I feel bad for your ex because because we liked her. We liked
No, it's her own issues.
We liked everything about her. What?
No, Bryce is playing with the cord.
We tried to even make her more to feel more comfortable. So I feel bad because I always said to you, I hope we didn't do anything to make her feel.
No, you guys were yourselves, and so that's what you did. You were yourself, and now I know that I want someone who can be fully themselves with my family, and my family can be fully themselves with them.
We want to be welcoming to anybody that comes into our boys' lives, and we treat them. They will become a daughter of ours, but I also will have an independent relationship with them. We welcome them.
I wonder if you, and this, I don't really want to get into this because this is a long topic. I wonder if you were yourself around her.
Probably not.
I don't think you were.
No, definitely not.
No, he wasn't.
Definitely not.
Because we're very similar, all the three of us.
Had to protect. You weren't the same. You weren't the same with Jesse.
100%.
No. Nope.
I was loud. I was obnoxious.
You were the same personality. Nope. You were just more.
You were very submissive.
You were submissive.
Yes,
but that doesn't mean he changed his personality.
I'm talking
Bryce
about
is submissive in real life, Dad. No offense, but like you are. Bryce is like that. Bryce is like simpy in real life anyway.
I don't like dealing with conflict. But anyways, that's not why I brought this up. What I'm saying is maybe you weren't yourself.
No, he had a balance. He had to balance our family and her to keep the peace with everybody. So and he became the caretaker and the provider of her. And I think that was the part of that was Wayne.
No, I agree with you.
Because when we were out there and we would play board games, like you know how Brownson gets like really excited when he like nerds out a little. Like a snippet would come out and she would snap at him, and then I'd be like, "Oh, that was actually Brownson. This isn't actually."
No, you're
Brownson.
right. I agree with you.
Okay, no problem. So let's go back to Tara for a second.
Sorry,
that's a whole road we can go down in a
Tara,
whole other.
I think you need to. What you need to focus on is whether or not you think the man that you talking about possibly about marriage with could truly set the boundaries to choose you and your family over you and your kids kind of thing over his parents, and if he has the strength and the ability to do it and not let it trickle and affect your relationship and your marriage, and if he cannot, if you don't think he can do that, then the only way to save your relationship and have a relationship with him is to move to another state. And if he's not willing to do that, then I think you're wasting your time. Move on.
Yeah, I think you know the answer at that point.
Yep.
Another area. You don't need to move out of state, but just like
enough where there's boundaries where you're not
seeing them daily.
Talk about the job.
You distance yourself.
Yeah,
distance yourself from the
distance.
parents.
Right. You know, so like a big example. So my brother, when he was, and I'm not going to go into too much of this thing, but when he was dating his first and was engaged to his first wife, and my parents were not the easiest. No judgment or whatever. I'm just saying not the easiest.
Hi, Nana.
The difference was that my brother would, and I get it because he was hurt, and I get it, and so if my parents had something to say about his ex or this, that, whatever, he would go back and tell her, and you can't, and he did it because he was confiding. Listen, he wasn't
rookie move.
Listen, but he wasn't going to mean this because he's the person he loved, and he was confiding, and he was hurt, and he thought my parents were wrong, and he's talking to his fiance, the person he loves.
Of course.
But
that's classic rookie move.
But that's the boundaries is what I'm talking about. He couldn't balance both, and it became somewhat of a difficult thing.
Happens.
But it happens, but it's
Burke's learned that lesson.
Listen,
not with you guys talking about Hallie.
What?
With his friends. Remember Burke like complained to Hallie that his friends were complaining about her, or vice versa.
No, he complained to Hallie that his friends said that she whips him.
Yeah, and then now Hallie doesn't want to hang out with Burke's friends, and it's like, yeah, no shit, you shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. But he's also young, immature, and he's
right. You got to learn,
well.
And you got to make your own mistakes.
He's
doing very well with that. So he's exceeded a lot of my expectations. He's been doing great as well. But the thing is this: I think boundaries are very important. And boundaries, everyone should have their boundaries, whatever they are, that fits within that realm. But if you don't enforce those boundaries, they're worthless. I mean, if you're not consistent with it, and you don't stick to it, so that's an important thing. So Tara, make sure that you create your boundaries. See if your boyfriend can really create boundaries for the benefit of you and he, and the healthiness of your relationship. And if you don't stick to it, the relationship's not going to work. And these boundaries are important tools for the rest of your life, because you can have a lot of obstacles and toxic people coming in and out of your life. And they can only harm you and affect your life and your relationship if you allow them to. So there's bad people out there, but don't complain about bad people if you allow them to affect your life. So try to work those boundaries, see if he has the ability for the boundaries, and then you could follow up with us. And if you want, you can DM Bronson, and we can, if you need further advice or want to give us further facts, because we don't mind doing a part 2 of this particular fact pattern. Correct? Sure. All right. Anything else, guys, before we go? Because we've been going about an hour and 20 minutes.
Fairly.
Yeah, follow me and social media, baby. You're wrong. And by wrong, what I mean is...
Love you guys.
By wrong, the W in wrong actually
love
comes
you guys
from.
and fucking hate you guys. Hang it up.
You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.